Shaun, you know what kind of frequency I'm on?
I don't know. Kenneth, why don't you tell me?
Kenneth. Why'd you call me Kenneth?
What's the frequency, Kenneth? It's an
What? Is that from a movie? What are you talking
it's an
about?
REM. It's an REM song.
Oh,
I thought you know it because you're Gen X.
yeah. What song is that? That's what's the frequency, Ken? Yeah. What's the
Yeah, yeah. I don't
what?
know.
What is that song? Tell me. It's gonna bother me if I don't know.
Well, just tell me what
What's the
frequency you're on.
dude? Don't come on, man. Don't hold that.
I'm Googling it as
Oh,
we're
you're googling.
That's the song. It's called What's the Frequency, Kenneth?
Yes, it's kind of like a B side. That's why. Okay. Um, I went to the doctor the other day to get a physical, and
Uh-oh. Did he
I have
grab your
blood.
balls and make you cough?
No, that's not. It's not the 50s, Shaun. That's what they used to do back in PE class. Blood work and just stuff with. I've got bloating problems, insomnia, all the stuff. And he says we need a stool sample, and I'm like, God, because who can poop on command, right? So I was like, I took an Uber there. It's downtown. It's hard to find parking, and I was like, fuck. So I got to go home with this kit. I got to shit on stick. And then I got to come all the way back, and it's this whole thing. And he said, not many people can do it, but if you can poop
If you
on
could squeeze,
command,
yeah, if you could
then
squeeze one out right
if you
now.
could, yeah, then you can come back. And there's like 1%. I could pee on command. I can't poop on command, right? I mean, I'm not even regular. It's a big deal to actually just poop in real life. And so I sat with myself and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking do it. So I went and grabbed the kit, went to the bathroom, and I sat with myself for like 5 minutes and kind of meditated. Dude, I shit on command. I pooped and I left the fucking doctor's office like moonwalking out of there, went into the Uber, and I had felt just such an amazing joy that I accomplished this. And I was thinking to myself, that's where I'm at in my life, man. I'm so stripped that just something as simple as pooping on command made me happy. It made my entire day.
I mean, you're a manifester.
I don't know,
You know, you're starting
willpower.
to you're manifesting Costa Rica. You can manifest taking a dump on command. I mean, what
This is
can't
what's
here
happening.
here here it is. What can't John do?
Um, think of the title of REM songs.
Turn off his notifications.
Turn off. Hey, I haven't figured out how to turn them back on, so I just leave them off.
That's
Oh
great.
God, it's
Hey,
embarrassing.
we did get a comment about that. It said, "Speak for yourself. Gen X are great with tech. Maybe not
No, not true.
just you,
Not
John."
true.
Oh, all Gen X is bad with tech.
Hey, what frequency are you on? You just went
Uh,
snowboarding.
I just went skiing. Yeah, I'm in an interesting place. Yeah,
Can
very
you describe? Go a
yeah,
little deeper.
reflective. I am a blade of grass,
Ooh, poetry.
just just floating in the wind, and I sort of feel like nothing matters. So let's just have fun.
Is that enlightenment, Buddhism, intentional, or is that just giving up on life?
It's no, it's optimistic nihilism.
Oh, that sounds ironic. What is that? Optimistic
Well,
nihilism.
nihilism is like nothing matters, so what's the point? Fuck the world,
Oh, oh,
right? Sort of that's giving up on life. But I'm a blade of grass. I could do whatever I want. I might get mowed anytime, so let's make the most of it. That's optimistic
oh.
nihilism.
Yes, I like that. That's a good thing. That's a great mindset.
Yeah, so I think that's where I'm at, and also mixed in with that is like, what am I doing with my life? You
Which
know,
which is a common question you ask yourself.
a common question. Yeah, and then I
Yes.
hear that like, oh, John just wrote 70 pages of his new book. What am I doing? I'm
Well,
comparing myself to you, John.
Shaun, your house didn't burn down, and you know that it's a book that I have to turn in. That
Yeah.
happened a while ago, so it's more of an assignment. It's not that I suddenly am ambitious and doing all these amazing things. It's Shaun, it's homework. I'm turning in my homework is what
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing.
turning your homework. But
Yeah.
you also said that you were in flow state, which I don't experience very often in a work in
Well, I don't
work
know how
setting.
you experience in work, but you definitely experience flow state. You experience flow state when you are doing the badminton. I know you've experienced flow state riding your bicycle. You just went skiing. I'm sure you hit some flow state there. So
The skiing was great, by the way.
yeah, whenever you're present, man. And from our last episode, you have announced that you're very present when you're making love. So you're probably hitting flow states there too. So um,
That's real sweet.
hey, this is work, and I've seen you hit flow states in conversations.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's not
nice.
true.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk about constipation real quick? That's on
Shit,
my
might as
list.
well. Is that the theme?
No, but it was on my list. I think I've solved my constipation issues.
I didn't know you had any, but okay.
Oh my God, for years, dude. Golf
Wait,
balls.
let me ask you,
Golf
how
balls.
often do you what is it called? How often do you
Evacuate.
bowel movement? How often?
Yeah, evacuate. Once a day.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That's
but
not constipation.
golf balls is constipation. Like I'm pooping golf balls.
So I don't poop once a day.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
there are
Every other
levels.
there are
There are
levels.
levels.
Yeah.
There are levels. I think I solved it.
Your diet changed? What did you do?
Yeah, no more yogurt for breakfast and no more whey protein.
Oh. Oh, so
Dairy,
you
dude.
must be lactose.
Dairy.
Yes.
And Greek yogurt with protein powder to like try to get like a 50 grams of protein in the morning. It's over.
These are the things that we at 40 and 50 are learning. Man, what our body can take, not take, how it affects our body. Remember in the 80s, we used to just drink gallons of vitamin D milk straight from the jug.
Yeah, but we were younger and I don't know,
Yeah,
the food was different also, I
dude.
think.
Mountain Dew, chicken
Now it's
nuggets.
full of
Dude,
like guar gums and binders and all sorts of garbage. Um, so I'm pooping better,
nice.
everybody.
Nice.
And it feels nice. It does feel nice.
I'm pooping on
Uh,
command, everybody. Feels very
yeah,
empowering.
great.
Yes.
Um, yeah, dairy. I just have to find a different breakfast. That's all. It's easy. Oh, okay.
So that's common. I mean, most people I think are our age. I shouldn't say our age, but your age, my age. Most people we can't handle the dairy.
We can say our age.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
here's there's a protein obsession happening, right? Everything is like
Yeah,
protein
protein
this,
first.
extra
Yeah.
protein, yogurt with
Mhm.
extra protein, this high. And most people, I was talking to somebody who said, I don't know, no credentials, but who said most people are not protein deficient. It's just that like
Mm,
it's a marketing thing,
it's
right?
advertising.
It's advertising. And sure, some people are, but most people aren't. But what most people are deficient in is, you guess,
Vitamin C.
fiber,
Oh, yeah. That which hence why I'm not regular.
which helps with the pooping. Which is why old people eat, they always have some Metamucil on their counter.
Yes. Listener, eat more kiwis with the skin.
With the skin,
Yes.
eat your fruit, don't drink your fruit. What else? What
This
psyllium
is
husk
life, man.
supplement, eat the
Dude, we're
cabbage.
talking about life. I mean, we're talking about pooping, constipation, fiber, protein. This is this is the unsexy version, the unfiltered version of just life.
Well, and maybe it serves as an invitation, to the younger listeners out there. Hey, this is what it's going to look like.
When you hit 40, younger listener, it pretty much changes overnight. I don't know about women, but as a man, you hit 40, man, things change very fast. What you can eat, how things affect you, the grays in your hair, testosterone levels, like all of it changes so fast.
Okay, here's the question. When did you get your first gray ball hair?
I don't, as far as I know, I don't have any.
Oh shit.
I don't have
Damn,
any.
dude.
Yeah, I'm also kind of a
Okay.
dolphin. I don't really have much body hair.
So not a lot
Um,
of hair anyways.
yeah, not a lot of hair anyway. So that's something I don't have is a gray ball hair. You have gray ball hairs?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. And we got to pluck those out, John.
Well, I just trim. I just trim.
Okay.
No, it's dark. No
No one
one's looking.
notices. No one
No one
notices
no
gray
one
ball
notices.
hairs.
Although you know what? They probably do notice and they don't care because it doesn't matter. That's not really what matters.
I don't think that would bother anyone. I don't think that's a deal breaker. No one's ever said he's amazing, but fuck, he's got gray ball hairs. No one's ever said that.
But it's kind of crazy. Like as you get older, that's like you go, oh, because so I've been gray since I started going gray when I was 15. My hair.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
I'm just used to having gray hair, and then it migrated at some point in my 30s. It started getting into my beard and then my chest, and I was like, oh, it's over once it hits the balls.
And
And
you hit the
eventually it
balls.
happened,
Yeah,
and it didn't, and it wasn't over. My life continued. I woke up and I kept living.
yeah. Richard Gere. You've been pulling a Richard Gere. He went gray early too.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I'm still a little sad about my new hairstyle. It's been seven or 8 months now. I'm still not really. I don't love it, but I
Mm,
also just am accepting it. I do have a photo shoot tomorrow for new headshots because I've been using the same Instagram photo for like 5 years.
yeah. I jumped into an Uber yesterday, and the guy said, "You're not John." And I said, "Yes, I am." And he's like, "The person in the photo has long hair," and he almost didn't take me for the ride. And so we definitely need to update photos these days fast.
Okay, well, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, and I
Nice.
don't like getting my photos taken. It's just like energetically kind of exhausting.
Do people still do like headshots and photo
I'm
shooting?
getting like we're getting a whole new Sean's a bad boy kind of, you
You're
know,
staging it. You're gonna like
I don't know about staging it. Yeah, I'm gonna have like I hired all these models,
wow,
all these extras to be like around me and stuff.
lighting. You're on a yacht.
We are taking a couple hours in the afternoon when the
Nice,
light's really nice, and I'm
nice,
using a bunch of different outfits, and we're gonna get some new photos.
awesome,
Yeah,
good.
and if you might need that too. You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, John, you got
Yes,
something? I got something.
bring it.
Okay,
That's very 90s, by the way. Bring it.
bring it on. Well, I
Bring it.
this is kind of crazy. Speaking of getting old, I am considering. this is this is what happens when you get to LA. I'm considering getting a little bit of Botox
Oh, that's not
for
that big. Yeah, everyone has Botox. You should
for
try
the
it.
11s. For the
So
11s.
I tried. We had a free coupon. Vanessa and I both tried, and I didn't think it was. It's not. It didn't do anything for me. Like I could feel it as far as the effect. I could see why people do it. It definitely freezes your forehead. It didn't change the way I looked or how I felt. So
Well, it's funny. I was talking to a therapist at dinner an event that I went to, and she was saying that frowning releases cortisol,
mm, that makes sense. The
and
stress
so
hormone. Yeah.
Botox
What if frowning is
reduces
your normal? Like that is your homeostasis. You are constantly frowning. You're just producing cortisol,
because life is hard and
or you have deep
and
11s like you and I.
well, and so she said Botox would reduce frowning, which might reduce cortisol, so it might make you a little
Oh,
happier.
yeah, yeah. I like that. Try it. It does work. I mean, it's significantly, dude. It numbs. It numbs. Like there's no. You can't do the. Yeah, you can't do those. You'll definitely see a difference.
But also, is this like a gateway drug?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's something you're
to
doing. Getting your eyes done.
lower
Getting nip tucks.
filler,
Yeah,
yeah, some put some fat back into my cheeks.
butt implants.
I need that because of the
You and I
sagging
don't
butt.
need that. You and I don't
Oh,
need that, John. I've seen your legs at the gym. We have nice. We have fluffy butts. We don't have flat asses. We don't have flat asses.
okay. Title of my next book, Fluffy Butts.
Mm, yeah, I don't know about that title, but
I like fluffy butts. That'd be a good podcast
fluffy
name.
butts.
Okay, so I went skiing with my new friend, my ski friend.
Yep, the
It
one
was
you met
really,
last time in Mammoth, and you
yeah,
guys
exactly.
basically Ferris Bueller day off the whole thing, and it wasn't a romantic thing, but it was really cool because it was platonic but really fun.
Yeah, and so this time we went up together, and
Hmm.
then here's the best part. She can drive stick,
That's sexy.
and she grew
That's
up
hot.
driving a Toyota pickup.
I almost said women who drive stick, but then I'm like, why does it have to be women? I know we get backlash, but people who can drive a manual car to me is sexy, and I think it's because I grew up. Everyone grew up driving manual cars, and now it's not a thing anymore. So, um,
Manual cars are an anti-theft device.
yeah, yeah, no one can drive them. That's exactly right. I didn't think
Like,
of it that way.
yeah, if they get in, they smash the window, they get in, they go, ah, fuck. I don't know how to drive this thing. So, anyways, I was able to share some of the driving duties, and I don't know if you know this about me. Like 3 people in my life have driven my truck.
Oh, and is that because you don't want them to, or because they can't drive stick?
Well, no, because I don't trust people very easily, and also because
Oh,
most people don't drive stick. So
right.
there's like a,
Yeah.
but she did, and here's the crazy part: some people are great drivers, and some people are not great drivers.
Yeah.
And my truck's easy to drive, but it's kind of slow, and
Hmm.
you kind of have to like get it going and stuff. Um, and it's lifted, so it kind of doesn't drive. It's not
Yeah.
a performance vehicle,
No, no. And then there's a giant crack across the window, so you're kind of looking to the side. Yeah. It's like driving a tank. I get it. I get it, man.
Anyways, she drove it so smoothly that I was able to take a nap in the front seat, which is
Wow.
unheard of.
That's it. Did that turn you on? Is that impressive? That's
It didn't
impressive.
turn me on, it turned me off
Why?
because I fell asleep. I powered down. I
Oh,
turned off.
yeah. Got it.
But it was really fun, and
Nice.
we had a great couple days skiing, and I was able to relinquish control a little bit because I'm a control freak.
You know what I love about this story is because there's this rumor that men and women can't be friends. There's always some kind of intention, or someone gets hurt, or has to go sexual. Here's a great example of two people just meeting and hitting it off in a friendly, platonic way and having a great time. And with it's not loaded. I love that.
Yeah, we had sex.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Wait, are you serious? Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I wasn't
Oh
gonna
my
say it.
god!
I wa-
Jesus,
I wasn't gonna say it
God!
because I know kiss and tell, but with that
Oh
I could not. Yeah,
god.
it went sexual.
So now are you guys? Was it a single serving? Or are you guys getting to know
No
each other more?
no comment. No comment.
Because that is then too personal.
Yeah, we had sex. It was great.
I mean, I guess you know what. Listen, I mean, I guess it would make sense because the environment, having a great time, the dopamine. Yeah. So people are right. People are right. You can't be friends with men and women
No,
can't be friends. Is basically what you're saying.
no, I have female friends. You have female friends that you haven't slept with.
No, but this situation was just someone you met, friendly. No, it was platonic, and you guys
Uh-huh.
don't know each other that well. Not friends that you have history with. That's different, of course. And then you couldn't keep it in your pants. Jeez. Anyway, okay. Well,
I couldn't keep it in my pants. Look, it
yeah,
wasn't all me. It takes two to
yeah, yeah,
tango,
yeah.
Shaun. Anyways, it was fun. She's my ski wife. That's what I'm calling her.
Oh, ski
You
wife.
know how like they have office wives? People have
Mm-hmm.
office wives. You know about
Mm-hmm.
this?
No.
Yeah, people who like work in corporate America have like a quote unquote office wife or husband. And that's someone that they kind of have a crush on, and they act very like maritally at work without any of the romantic stuff.
Right.
They call them office wives,
Oh, I
office
can see that.
husband, and they can be a threat
Yeah.
to
Yeah. There's a
relationships.
connection there.
Yeah.
Ski wife.
Okay, but so what Carissa and I were talking about on the drive down,
Oh,
because
you said her name.
oh my god, yeah, her name is Carissa.
Okay.
I think I said it last time when we were talking about the crazy woman in the
Okay.
hot tub.
Well, let's just give her address out too while we're at it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Anyways, beep. We were listening to music,
Mhm.
and in my door is a CD case. I still have CDs
Wow.
from when I was
And
a
then your
teenager.
pull out stereo that works with
With
CDs.
with the yes, the faceplate flips down and there's
Yep.
a CD.
Yep.
So so we were talking about CDs and mixtapes,
Yeah.
and
Oh
making
man.
somebody a CD was like the most romantic thing you could
Right.
do to your crush in
Require
like high
requires so
school.
much effort. Yeah. to burn a CD.
Well, and then I had to tell Carissa about making mixtapes.
Right.
You used
What
to have
about
to
what
like,
about this? What about this? What about listening to the radio,
yeah,
like waiting for the song to come on and hitting record
yeah.
because you're stealing it from the on air?
That's the OG mixtape.
That's
Is
super OG.
you'd mix
That's straight up 80s.
you'd miss the first couple seconds of the song.
Yeah, yeah. Or you're trying to do it where the DJ finishes and then boom, you try to record it, but the song kicks in before the DJ finishes
Yeah,
always.
because
So
maybe
it's
he
always
goes
cut off.
like, and now Stairway to
Right.
Heaven by Guns N' Roses. Boom, and then you hit
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, so we were talking
Oh
about
man.
how romantic it is to make a mixtape and then a burned CD, because I have some CDs and it says like for
Yeah.
Shaun and there's like all these songs on it. And you had to like download the music, you had to pirate some of that music.
Mhm.
And now we have playlists, a Spotify playlist.
It's not earned, man. It's so easy, right? It's such a
You could
it's
just
such a
you can clone the playlist and just put someone else's name on the top of it.
Oh, that's right. You can share it. You could steal a playlist. You can't
Clone
even don't
it,
even have
yeah,
to make one anymore.
duplicate it, and then
Yeah,
say for Jennifer,
means nothing.
my one and only.
Yeah. It's like writing handwritten cards is now kind of fading and gone. All of this, all the stuff that required attention, effort, creativity. Even, we talked about dates and how dates are now just, two people sitting with a cup of coffee in between them for a little bit. All of this is gone. Effort. Yeah.
I had planned on sending you a thank you card, you and Vanessa, for inviting me into your wedding.
Never got it.
Nope, never
Nope.
sent it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's gone. People don't do it anymore.
Never.
I don't think you never sent it. I don't think you even went and bought one, or
Oh, I didn't write it.
you didn't even write it. So
No.
when you say I never sent it, it implies that you actually made it. You forgot to put it in the mail, which is bullshit.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah.
even make it, Shaun. You didn't even
Here
make
it
it.
is. Wow.
It's over, man.
Did
But
you
yeah,
say you had a
the mixtape, that's classic.
Did you say you had a heart out?
No, I said I had a heart on because it's early. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I have a heart out. Yes. So
it's
let's get
not
to our
now.
questions.
Is okay. Is this
Let's
the
get to
heart
our
out? Is the
question.
heart out now?
I
After
have a heart out because I have a heart on, and we only got Vanessa and I only have
John
10 minutes before we get it. Yeah.
John roasted me for not writing the letter, the card. Now I have to do it.
It won't mean as much because it's now become homework. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you want to hear something funny though?
Yes.
Speaking of sending you things, I sent you cock rings.
Oh, you did?
Yes. And I sent them to John Cockring Kim.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And then I got some notifications from Amazon saying that they were not delivered or there was a problem with the order. And I was like, oh, it's probably because I put Cockring as your name, right?
You have the address to our temporary stay here in
Yes,
Pasadena?
you sent
Oh,
them to me.
okay.
The problem is that I actually sent them to the old address because I
Yes.
sent you socks and I never edited the address.
Oh, so
And
they went to the house that no longer exists.
and I don't even think they even attempted to get delivered. I think at some point in
Yeah.
the process, they're like, oh, wait, that neighborhood doesn't exist anymore.
So that address is forwarded to my mom's house. So my mom is going to open the mail. She's going to have no idea what they are. She's going to think, oh, toys. Someone donated toys for Logan. Little rings.
Well, it says John Cockring Kim on it. So is she going to open your mail?
Or she can't read English. She doesn't know what a cock ring is.
She can't read English?
She can't read English well. No.
No. Okay. Well, so she can
Could put a few words together, but she can't. Yeah, she's not gonna know what a cock ring is. She's gonna think it's for hair. She's gonna think that it's some kind
They're
of
hair ties.
a hair tie
They look
or
like hair
a
ties.
napkin holder,
Silicone, though. Silicone.
a small
ties.
napkin holder.
Hair ties is good.
Well,
I got you
thank you for sending them.
So I
Whenever-
got to call and reroute,
Okay, cool.
but they're on your way.
Okay, and anytime you want that quarter pill.
Yeah. Well, anytime I see you at the gym.
Hey, also look, you have someone that you got the ski wife now, so you actually maybe can use the quarter pill instead of with yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on using it with myself.
We said last time because you didn't
Nope.
have a prospect. Why are we putting this on hold? You could still experiment with it with yourself.
Yeah.
Now you have a real person.
I have a real reason.
Yeah. Cool.
Because Okay. Anyways, hey, speaking of, there's a term I want to bring back, term of the day,
Let's do it.
and I want you to guess what it means.
Okay.
Polysaturated.
It means that the whole poly thing is overplayed. I don't know.
That's so funny. I
People are
thought you might
talking
go
about it. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to jump on the train.
right. They're
Polysaturated.
polysaturated.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's not that. It's when you're polyamorous and you have you are saturated with partners.
Oh
There's-
God, you're too poly. Like you have too many partners.
you
This is it.
well, not too many. It could be up to your limit. You're at the limit of available partners, times, dates,
You're right.
lovers. There's just no time. It becomes overwhelming.
I'm polysaturated. God.
You
If
could say it
someone
that
said
way.
that to me, I would be like, I think I'd want to punch him in the face.
Why?
You have too many lovers. You don't have enough time for the amount of people that you're loving. Is
Why do you
basically
want to
what it is.
why do you want to punch them in the face?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a
It's very violent.
legit problem.
Well, I think it is. I think it's
Yeah.
a legit problem.
I mean, I get look, poly means that you're actually investing as far as your heart too, right? So you are in love with these people or loving these people. So it's not just physical. So I could see how that could create a lot of anxiety. Loving
Yeah,
multiple people, too many people, you're just tapped out, too much
yeah,
love.
maybe you don't feel or you feel like you can't give enough attention to the people that
Yeah,
you love. I
yeah.
think it can be a legitimate problem.
God, it just feels like it feels very overheard LA.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm just very polysaturated right now,
yeah, that's
you know?
exactly that's how it sounds. I've talked to people on dating apps.
Yeah.
I go, "Hey, do you want to go on a date?" And they're like, "Actually, I'm pretty polysaturated." And it's like, "Well, then why are you on the dating app?"
Mm,
Right? Like you're
yeah.
using the dating app to collect more whatever,
They
more
have enough
validation.
love.
You
Yeah,
already have
they're
enough.
at
What are
their
you doing
limit.
here? I found myself like, going on a few dates with people and going like, okay, I don't need a dating app right now. So I like turned it off because it
Mm.
was just like adding more potential dates. And I felt like I didn't need that.
It became anxiety.
It became like, what's the point? Why am I
Yeah,
doing this? If it's
yeah.
not to like legitimately, meet new people.
Yeah, and by the way, a lot of single people who are frustrated with landscape are rolling their eyes because this is a good problem to have. Most people have the problem where there's not enough people to date, or they're not attracted to, they don't have a lot of suitors. So
Well, yeah, I think it also I don't know. I don't know. Who's it easier for? Is it easier for men? Is it easier for women?
I think it's
Um,
hard for both for
I
different
think it's hard
reasons.
for both.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
actually reading an article about how it's hard for both in
Yeah,
different ways.
yeah.
Yeah. Should we do a dating question while we're here?
Okay, do we have one?
Oh my God. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
What did you just say?
Do we have one?
We do.
All right.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, Shaun. Hey, John. My name is Michael. I'm in my mid-30s and I'm from the Midwest. My question is related to dating and more particularly speed dating. I just recently signed up for my first speed dating event, and I'm curious if either of you have any personal experience with speed dating that you'd like to share. A follow-up question is how you recommend someone approach a blind date that lasts roughly 5 to 7 minutes that allows you to get to know a little bit about them and vice versa without it feeling like an interview. I appreciate you taking my question, and I love both of your work. Thank you for being you.
Thank you for the call, Shaun. I think you would do very well at speed dating. I could see you being pretty authentic, showing up to the table, no agenda, 5 minutes, just getting to know
Ye-
someone
I think
on the
that's
fly.
I think that's the key.
Yeah.
No agenda.
Yeah, I would not ask generic questions interview. And by the way, the thing about speed dating is when you're in the room, aren't you already scope like they should have it where you can't see everyone in the room. I don't know how they do it. I've never done it, but I feel like you go into a room, you're already scoping, you see everyone, so you're already making judgment calls and who you may or
Yeah.
may not be attracted to. And so when it starts, it's not really blind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not blind speed dating. It's speed dating.
No. You're waiting for that one person that you see potential with, and that person is coming around the corner, and you're kind of waiting for that person. So you're just trying to get these other people out of the way.
Well, the thing with the speed dating is that it facilitates people connecting with each other. Whereas if it was just a singles mingle mixer thing, uh, people would have to find a way to go and approach the person that they want to talk to.
Yeah.
Speed dating allows for interaction without you having to motivate yourself, right?
You know what it is, which I am allergic to in life? There's also wellness stuff like this. Forced fun. Forced fun. Like you go on a retreat and you gotta do all, these things, and that's it's just way too fast, and you're forced to like engage in a
Hey,
way that doesn't feel natural.
speaking of retreats,
April
J- April
17th,
18th,
18th
19th, and 20th,
weekend.
it's called Forced Fun with John and Shaun.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's actually what it should be called. I love that so much better than our current Love Better retreat. We're going to be talking about love, relationships, with an amazing chef. And I believe it's snowing, which is, the result of, I guess, climate change. It's spring and snowing.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be snowing in April.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man.
We don't
just had
know.
a huge, yeah.
We don't know.
It will be
Um,
cold and cozy. And it will be my last retreat here in California before we head to Costa Rica. So would love to see you.
our last retreat
Well, I
together.
don't want to say
The-
you because I'm not your
No,
boss. You can do it.
you and I.
Oh, you and I together. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although who knows? There could be a Costa Rica retreat.
I'm hoping. I want to
Yeah.
get on a surfboard with people
Well,
and
that's fun.
eat fresh fruit and fish. It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Forced Fun, April 18th, 19th, and 20th.
That's such a better name. I love that
18
name.
people. We already have a handful of people signed
We have
up.
a handful. It's going to be cozy. They are always
Onesies.
cozy and intimate. It's us sitting around the living room. Anyway,
What fires, onesies, food, workshops, Q&A.
all of it. And also, listen, you and I, we know some things, meaning, we have certifications and things. I'm a licensed therapist. There are things that we bring to the table as an expert that I think that many people forget about because we're just kind of shooting the shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a licensed therapist. I'm an ex-sex worker. It's going to be fun.
Shaun has amazing workshops. They're really helpful. They're great.
You're very sweet.
Yeah.
Link in the show notes or on our Instagrams.
Yes. But back to
Forced
speed
Fun.
dating. I think it's a great idea. I've never been. I know a lot of people are nervous to go. But I do like the fact that you get to kind of, experience the full box of crayons, right? Really fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Forced Fun, I think is okay, honestly. It's
I don't like
when
anything
people,
forced, Shaun.
Yeah, I know, but it's like most people aren't going to meditate, but if you invite them or for lack of a better word, force them to, they're going to see the benefits of it. Sometimes you
Oh, okay.
need
Sometimes people need that push.
It's not force, it's an invitation. It's an invitation to meet people.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it could be kind of efficient and effective,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So, but the question is, how do you connect with people in 5 to 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Right. What
I mean,
questions are you asking them that doesn't make it sound like an interview?
I'll tell you what, nothing slices faster than humor. If you could make someone laugh, that's the fastest way to connect.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
if
also,
you're not funny, then I would say then go more meaningful, deep, sincere.
A compliment could be a really nice way to start. That's not physical.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not like oh, I love your
not cheesy.
Not cheesy, but like,
Yeah.
oh, I love your style.
If you're gonna compliment someone, don't make it predictable. Don't compliment like body parts.
You look like you'd smell good,
That's a little creepy.
but funny. I think it depends.
I don't know. Depends on the delivery. I don't know. There's a fine line between creepy and funny. But yeah.
I mean, one of my go-to questions that some people kind of find really annoying or don't think works really well, which it does, is what's exciting in your world. Because it's very open-ended and it usually leads to people sharing something that they are passionate about. Like, hey, I'm moving to Costa Rica. Okay, boom, easy.
What lights you up?
What lights you up?
Yeah.
How crazy is it that we're at a speed dating event?
Not that crazy.
Not that crazy?
Not that crazy.
How do you feel about being at a speed dating event?
Good questions. Less history, more mystery. Another tip.
What does that mean?
That means don't vomit your past and how you grew up and, childhood trauma, etc. Don't front load it. Be a little mysterious, You don't have to answer every question in a 5-page essay.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're trauma dumping in the 5-minute speed dating round,
Or you're talking about your ex or like how
losing.
that kind of stuff. Just
I would expect most people not to do that.
yeah. Well,
Keep it light, keep it fun.
keep it light,
What's
keep it
exciting in your
fun.
world? What
Yeah.
lights you up?
All right. Thank you for asking.
What are you looking forward to this year?
Sure. What are you looking forward to this year? You don't want to go too deep, right? You don't want to like sit down and be like, hey, what kind of person do you want to be? Like, what's your mission in life? Like, sometimes I think that's too fast. You got to earn that shit.
But also, like, where are you from?
That's generic.
Like,
No,
then,
know where
then
you're from.
you're like, I'm from Boston. You're like, oh, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have an uncle who lives in Pennsylvania. He lives in Lancaster. And then you're like, I don't really like Lancaster. It's like, who cares? Who cares? We just wasted 3 minutes.
Yeah. You sit down. Hey, you look like you smell good. What lights you up?
Okay, dude, that's good.
Yeah, you look like you smell good. What lights you up?
Anyway. I want to go on a date with you.
Exactly.
All right, there we go.
Be obtuse.
Be obtuse.
Off center.
Don't be evasive, but
don't be predictable.
Don't be predictable.
Yeah, and also don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy. That's in the eye of the beholder, though.
True.
Yeah. You could tell someone something that they won't find it creepy and somebody else will.
Right.
Like the you look like you smell good. Someone might be like, ew, it's so disgusting. Someone would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I do. I love pheromones. It's really important to me. It really depends.
Yeah.
Okay. That was helpful, I think. Also, don't take it too seriously.
Have fun.
It's fun. It's supposed to be
fun. You know what the biggest no is? Don't poo-poo what's happening. Like, there's a lot of people who go on these things.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I'm here. I'm so embarrassed. This is my first time I've ever done this. I don't even know why I'm here. Like,
yeah.
Like, don't do that.
And the other person's like, oh, I'm so excited to be here. I get to meet. I was until I met you.
Right.
I was going to meet like fun people, hopefully.
Well, they're embarrassed to be there, so they're trying to say that this is a one-time thing. Oh, you know what they'll say? Oh, my friend forced me to do this. And it's like, just stop. Yeah.
But it's like people on dating apps that are like, just get me off this thing. What a fucking dumpster.
Or like, I'm new, first time, never used this before. I don't know what to say, whatever. Or, I'm going to give this a try.
Shoot me.
Dating apps have been around since 15 years?
Oh, long. Yeah. I mean, I was on OkCupid like,
oh, that's old
definitely school. 15 years ago for sure.
Plenty of fish. That's old.
POF. Yeah. It's just bagels and
I don't know.
Bagels and yeah.
Is that a Jewish? Is that a Jewish?
It's a Jewish dating site.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. JDate.
Oh, that's a big one. Right.
Lowered expectations.
Asian invasion. You hear about that?
I don't know about that one.
I just made that up. Sorry.
Hey, speaking of speed dating, I went to that dating event like a couple months ago in on the east side in LA called The Feels. And now I was invited by the creator of The Feels, Ali Hoffman, to do like a talk like a month ago. And now we're talking about doing a retreat together.
Wow.
And so The Feels is like a dating, and this is not a paid, there's no affiliate code or whatever, but if you live in like Miami, DC, maybe Boston, New York, LA, San Francisco, they have these events and they're sort of like speed dating, but they're a lot more intimate and connected. right? It's a lot of like emotional connection and fun games, and I really loved it. So link in the show notes for the feels, or go to the feels on like search for it on Instagram, thefeels.co. Could be cool. Could be cool.
One of your gifts is that you just stumble onto shit
I did
like
stumble
this.
into this.
No, this happens all the time in your life. You just stumble onto things and suddenly, you're on a plane, you're doing this, or you're having
I'm a
sex, or
stumbler.
there's something happening that wasn't meant to happen because you are a blade of grass, as you say. You just kind of stumble into things. That in itself, Shaun, is flow state. That in itself is flow state energy,
I'm
stumbling
a
into shit.
I'm a stumbler.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice.
yeah, I love it.
Stumbling.
Not everyone has that.
Not everybody has that. All right, so we pitched this, we pitched that, we talked about this. What's next, John?
You have a
What are you doing?
you
I
have
know
an
I have.
outline that are you checking
I
off
do.
boxes? What's going on?
Yeah, I have. Yes,
Okay, structure.
I have. I put together notes for these episodes, John.
We don't
so that
want to
we
pull
have.
the curtain back in. I mean, you don't have to announce it that we checked stuff off. That kind of
It's
takes
not
away from the
we.
magic.
It's I put notes together. John shows up. Hopefully, he has an intro.
We want
And then
people to think that we are not reading teleprompters, Shaun.
We're not reading teleprompters, but Shaun has spent some amount of time preparing for
Yeah.
the podcast because we
Yeah.
want people to know that we care about them.
Shaun is
And then
the producer
We take this
of our show.
seriously. We take this seriously.
All right. Do we have any more questions, or
We
are
got so many more questions. We can do let's do another question.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Do we have more questions, John? John. All right, let's see. Ooh. This is good. Oh, okay. John. Porn and performance, or jealousy and Instagram?
Porn and performance, or jealousy in Instagram. Are we trying to
Pick
connect?
one.
What's that?
Pick one.
Pick one.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this means.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
so
go with jealousy.
I'm probably gonna go with porn and performance, because jealousy and Instagram, that whole thing, I think, is ridiculous. When people are like, "Oh, you're following someone, or you made a comment, or someone came on your feed," and they start to when partners try to control people's social media content, or get offended, or I think it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold, John. Hold, because I'm glad you mentioned that.
holding.
Hi, John and Shaun. I am 29 years old. I've called into the podcast before, and you gave me some really good advice. Now I find myself in an awesome relationship with an amazing guy, and I'm learning a lot of things about myself constantly, as you do in a relationship. And what I'm dealing with is a lot of feelings of jealousy, especially around Instagram. I haven't seen anything that is cause for concern, but the idea of him liking girls' photos or commenting, the possibility of him flirting with people, it really scares me. And I'm just wondering about your take on this, and your take on guys liking girls' photos. Of course, I know you should never tell someone they can't like photos, and I don't want to tell anyone that or set rules like this, but I really want to work on this internally so it doesn't cause problems. So I would appreciate your insights on jealousy and Instagram. Thank you so much.
Okay, go ahead, John.
I think there's a big difference between attractive people coming up on your feed, which is going to happen, and actually engaging with them. So I don't think engaging with people because they are real people I don't think that's cool, right? The liking of the photo, I don't know. I don't sit there and like photos, but
I don't either. Some people do, though. Some people like everything.
Yeah.
They're just scrolling and they're hitting the fucking double tap.
Yeah, I don't know
everything.
why.
I never double tap.
Yeah.
I just quietly enjoy or not enjoy content.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, if you live in this world, there are also billboards and magazines and commercials, and it's everywhere. And there's also attractive servers and baristas, and like, you can't get rid of that. So I think it's really an opportunity to look at your jealousy and where it's coming from. Now, if your boyfriend or the person you're dating is engaging with people, that's a whole different thing, because that's equivalent to like just walking up to an attractive person on the street, and because that's now there's intention behind that, right? So um, you can't stop your partner or put a blindfold on your partner because there's attractive people everywhere in this world, right? That's
Okay.
going to happen.
So that's one thing. What's the other? The other is there's a difference between that and actively commenting
Yes.
or DMing,
Yeah. Creating a relationship,
creating relationships.
engaging, right? So, if you're mad because your partner noticed an attractive server at a restaurant, I think that's something you have to work on, insecurity. If you're mad because your partner is DMing a fitness model, then that's legit. You should be mad because
Yeah.
yeah.
So what? Okay. What about somewhere in the middle? Her partner is just liking women's photos on Instagram.
I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't bother me. There's this hot jump roping guy.
There's a hot jump roping
There's a
gal too.
he has 6 million followers. You can watch. Listen, I'm not gay, and I can watch it all day. He's a sexy, and he wears like pants, no shirt, and he's the hat pulled down, and he's like this amazing jump roper. That's all he does on his feet.
Yeah.
Women love it.
Yeah, of course.
And if Vanessa's going through that, she's liking his videos. That wouldn't bother me at all. I mean,
Yeah, but
that's
different. What if Vanessa's whole feed is hot dudes?
Well, if you like a photo, it will be. If you like 1 or 2 photos, your whole feed will be hot dudes.
Well, what if she's following only hot dudes and liking every photo that comes up?
Right. Yeah. So I mean, look, listen. It depends on the individual. For me, it's all about intention. It definitely, as a 51-year-old man, I'm definitely less jealous than I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
I really don't care about that stuff. If she's engaging, that's a whole different story.
I don't care about it either. But I could see people getting threatened by that, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a fear. The fear is that I'm going to lose my partner to some fitness model or some rando on Instagram. Also, I think the fear is that, like, have you heard of like leaky energy? Like your energy is leaky if you're liking if you're talking to people, if it's just like it's not committed 100% to your partner or directed towards your partner, it becomes leaky, and then then the relationship's
I don't
not
know.
solid.
Well, okay. Well, what if you're not talking to a partner, but you're fantasizing a lot? That's also leaky, and no one knows what everyone's thinking, right?
That's leaky, dude.
Yeah,
that is leaky. No fantasies except for your partner.
That's also not realistic.
Only having eyes for your partner.
Not realistic.
Blinders. We should have blinders like horses.
Well, we can't have blinders if you are in love with your partner, committed to your partner, and you don't allow yourself to emotionally connect to someone else. That's fair, but like the refusal to see anyone else that's attractive or notice, that's not being human,
Okay, what if he's it's all OnlyFans accounts and bikini models?
Okay, so that's different. That's different because OnlyFans, the women are naked and they're doing sexual acts. I mean, look, listen, OnlyFans is different than seeing an attractive person. That's all. OnlyFans it's a sexual thing,
Yeah.
And
if I mean, we've talked about this. If they're DMing, there's an expectation there of connection or desire of connection, and perhaps more.
Right. They're intentionally flirting in some way, even if they're like, look, I'm never gonna meet this person. I'm just doing it for fun. Whatever their excuse is, that to me is leaky energy, right?
Yeah.
But if you're jealous just because, what if your partner works in an industry or there's a lot of attractive people where your partner works? So what are you gonna do about that? They tell them to like not look at people, like so.
Yeah. Okay. So, the question is, how can she deal with this on her own? It wasn't really about telling him not, which, kudos to that. It wasn't about telling him not to look at hot women. How does she deal with the jealousy internally?
It's coming from insecurity. It's coming from your story. I think you should process it with the therapist. Here's what happens to me when I go here or think about this. I feel insecure. Where's that coming from? Oh, well, it's coming from these things. It's building a healthier, better, stronger relationship with yourself, and that's a process. Takes time.
Also, I think it's okay to talk to your partner about this.
Yes, I
Hey, I
agree.
notice when you're liking
Yeah.
other people's photos, and I can't help but notice that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I feel insecure. I feel jealous, and I don't want to tell you to not like other people's photos. I want to be able to deal with this on my own and be a better partner. And I also don't want to feel the anxiety and the unpleasantness of jealousy. Jealousy is very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I love what you said. That's definitely what I would say as well. But also, you're not saying, hey, this makes me jealous. You need to stop.
Sure.
You're saying, this is how this is making me feel. I'm going to own this part.
Yeah.
It actually makes couples feel closer together. And then, in a way, your partner will be checked and be like, oh, I don't, what can I do to support this? Right.
Yeah.
So,
And he go, oh, I'm literally just absentmindedly liking all the photos,
yeah.
right? Like I'm indiscriminate with my likes. I like skateboard stuff, snowboard stuff, chick stuff, car stuff.
And listen, I clicked on there's something satisfying about watching a zit being popped, or
I hate that stuff.
I know, but listen, I just clicked on it once. It was like, I don't know, it was like something kind of like, I don't know, something scabby, and then they erase it or whatever.
Yeah.
My entire feed, I mean, it's disgusting. It's all now pimples and fucking rashes and just crazy graphic, and I don't even want to see it. I don't know how to clear it.
Well, you got to like a couple hot chicks.
Exactly. I got a couple. Yeah. So I like the hot jump roper guy, and I liked a couple of things to throw off the algorithm. But my point is, you like one or two things, and suddenly it looks like the person is obsessed with whatever is coming on their feed. That may not be true.
Yeah. I have two Instagrams. I have my personal Instagram and my work Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're both totally different. My personal one, it's all skiing, climbing, mountain biking, shit like that. And then the work one, it's all like, it is all hot women now. I don't know what happened. It's all hot women. I don't know what happened.
Having multiple
Probably
phones.
looked at a couple, multiple phones, multiple accounts.
Listen, Shaun, having multiple phones and multiple social media accounts to me is social saturation. That's a term I just created.
Well,
it's like the polysaturated. I would be socially saturated. I don't have time to have multiple accounts.
Socially saturated currently. I am.
Too much.
I mean,
it's too much.
It's a nice problem to have. Like I do feel that those needs are being met in like a friend capacity, social capacity. I will say, having two Instagram accounts, it does create separation that I really like. Like my personal Instagram is just for my friends.
Yeah.
And my work Instagram is just for work.
Right.
I don't want to mix those two together, because then when you're working, you're also liking your friends' posts and, oh, John's in Pakistan. Wow, that's cool. I should reach out to him. I want separation there.
Yeah, I get that. It makes sense. I just don't have the time to have anything.
I know.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Nope. 2 kids. 2 lives.
2 partners.
2 partners.
Nope.
2 phones.
2 houses.
Instagram.
Nope.
2 houses.
2 houses.
All
okay.
right.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Why do you have a heart out? What's up?
I have an appointment. I have I think Shaun, no one cares.
Okay.
You have heart outs once in a while.
Hey, someone said that, and one of the comments was, you're right. I didn't care about you guys talking about skateboarding. I had to fast forward through that section.
Oh. Well, they're probably going to fast forward the stick shift stuff and the pooping for sure. We start off with the pooping, so let's hope they come back.
You start off with the pooping.
I know, but you carry it on with the constipation.
Everybody poops. We're going to start with it, and we're going to end with it.
Everyone poops. Hey, let's bring it back to dating and relationships. If you're in a relationship and you and your couple are pooping and you're in the same room, stop that. Stop. You got to draw the line somewhere. That's
unless it's a sexual thing, in which case, okay.
I mean, come on. The peeing, maybe. I could be brushing my teeth and my partner can be peeing. But once you start pooping in front of each other, come on. It's now too casual. It's too casual.
Shut the door also. Don't poop with the door open.
Yes. Yeah,
Shut the
none of
door.
that. Yeah,
None of that. Oh man, I had something. I just had it. It's gone.
it's okay. It'll come back next time.
I guess. Yeah, and I'll put a note. I'll put a note down in the document.
Thank you for asking all these questions, and also hopefully we'll see you in person in Idlewild.
Yes. Link in the bio, or go to tatretreats.com/love better. Tat, that's TAT, retreats.com/love better.
Thank you for listening. Be well.
Have a beautiful week.